Day 25 of the deep freeze. Very beautiful though. This is exactly what we wanted. We wanted a snowy winter. Welcome back to southern Sweden, where we are still just in this kind of limbo land of almost being signed off, but not being signed off. Just a few last things. There's just loads of paperwork flowing backwards and forwards between all of the official parties involved, and just these last few boxes to tick. Frustrating, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, this week we've just been kind of doing those last little bits and pieces. There's been a lot of kind of paperwork for Elsa, plenty of little things for me to be getting on with, some of which I'll show you in a minute. But the big thing this week was the doorway. The fire escape doorway up in the hayloft, which was too small. It used to be too small. So the first thing I'm going to do this week is I'm going to cut that doorway bigger, and it's scary because there's a big beam in the way, which I'm assured by the structural engineer is fine to cut through. So fasten your seatbelts. The first thing this week is going to be some death-defying beam sawing. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's do it. A massive pain in the arse because there's a stud right here as well. If I didn't have this wiring, then it would be a lot easier. So what is the solution? I think the solution is I'll take this out. I'll have to drill some big holes in this so I can see behind this. Disconnect everything from this box. I will put this box, I will set it into the wall on the other side. Sorry, it's very dark in here because I've killed all the power. I'll move it across and I'll put it in its new position. I mean, I don't even need this bloody switch. Maybe I just don't bother with it. Anyway, yeah, I should be able to do this all somehow. It's just this beam. It's such a huge beam. Why would they make such a massive beam if it wasn't critical? I don't know. How can it be holding? It's not holding anything up. I mean, it's not holding the roof up. It can't be, because we have these. These are the same all the way down. So it's just there to hold up that floor on the other side. But I'll support. Well, there is already a support here. At this point, I'll just make sure that the beam is really well supported on both sides, and then cut it out. I think that's all I can do. Oh, fun and games. Okay, sorry, I've jumped ahead a little bit. I pulled out the stud that was in here by cutting behind this plasterboard, cut off all of the plasterboard screws, so this is now just floating. I'll screw that back on afterwards. I thought I was being very clever by drilling a big hole in there to refeed this conduit, but then I found out that there is another little, can you see it? There's a little stud in there, so the hole I drilled is actually behind that, so that's not going to work. So I will cut this off here, and then I will just dig out the end of this beam, and I'll put the conduit in there instead. I'll do it from the other direction. I keep I keep trying to think of other things to do, but I think basically now it's crunch time, and I just need to cut this beam. It's still supported here. I know that there's a post in here, and I know that there's a post over there, which is underneath that beam there. So, whoops. I mean, it's also nailed into this wall. You know, this wall is doing something. The floor upstairs sits on that beam, the blue one, which sits on top of those. So I think it's pretty good. How do I do this? How do I do this kind of like bit by bit, so I can listen out for anything weird happening? Don't know. Maybe I'll just go for it. I think that's through. If I take this out, okay. This beam has given me nightmares for 5 years. I think I always knew that we would have to do this. I think it's through there, so I think I can just chop it here and then figure out how to cut straight through on these boards. Bump, bump, rewire this, put in a new stud, and then skin it off. Need to chop the bottom as well. Yeah, anyway, getting there. Okay, it's definitely cut through there. Okay, I need goggles.
Is this gonna fall soon?
Yeah, this is loose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the laser. Sorry. That's it. Yikes. Bloody beam. Okay. Alright, so then I made it in the end a little bit taller.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my god.
What?
Oh no. What the fuck? Oh, I've completely fucked it up. Why did I do that?
What?
In my stretch, I've cut out too much. No, what?
It should be 2 meters from the bottom,
from the
right?
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh shit. Oh well, we can have a plate at the top which says
You're blinding me.
Hayloft. Sorry. Shit, sorry everybody, I should have cut to here and I've cut to here, never mind. Okay, it's alright, I'm good now. I'll just cut this off and I'll rewire. Okay, well, despite my mistake, fuck, that's so annoying. But it'll be cool. It'll be all right. There'll be a reason for it in the end. I don't know. What are we going to do? Why would there be a reason? I don't know. But yeah, that feels good. And clearly this was all good. So so now I will start relocating these wires, relocate the light switch. And get on with my life. And Elsa will start clearing this up. I can hear her huffing and puffing. She's quite annoyed, I think, at how much dust there is. Is it very dusty?
Yes. Just ruined this floor.
Which floor?
This floor.
But the green bit's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we need the hoover, don't we?
Yeah.
Alright. I think there's one more rubble bag. Whoopsie daisy, I'm very sorry. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. So now I'm completely jumping ahead to the finished door. In the end, my mistake turned out to be a blessing because it meant that we basically left that bottom beam. That was always going to be potentially chopped out as well, which I never really wanted to do because I kind of like that it's the original thing. I spoke to the fire guy. He said that's fine as a step. We'll have a little sign saying mind the step somewhere here. But yeah, in the end, I just chopped off a little bit more of the plasterboard and the door ended up just being higher. And so now it's regulation size. We keep the bottom beam. And yeah, everyone's happy. I put the wiring back in, moved the switch, cut a new hole, and then I just put in a door liner. But yeah, there we go. We now have a huge, luxurious doorway which I can walk through easy as pie. Okay. Something else I did this week, which I didn't really film. Well, I made a round table. Well, I started making a round table for the restaurant, canteen, whatever you want to call it. I didn't end up filming it really, but this used to be some old beams which a neighbour gave us from their barn when they kind of, what did they do? They sort of cleared it out. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Maybe they're going to turn it into a house. But yeah, they cleared out their barn and we got a load of old wood. I'm particularly pleased with the edging here. This is some cherry and maple, which I stuck on the edge. I thought it was quite nice to have a kind of classy edge to just some rough old beams. I sawed them on my bandsaw over here, which the blade snapped at some point, and so then I welded the blade back together, which so far seems to be working. So that was another first for me. If I continue through here into the kitchen, the first thing we did this week, I think this was right at the beginning of the week, when we were putting off doing that beam, is I made this kind of hanging light rail thing here in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. It was all stuff that I had lying around, except for this. I went to get this funky kind of rope like cable stuff. But yeah, it's hanging from ropes on the ceiling, and the only thing left is that we have these old English lampshades, which we've had for years and we've used all over the place. We used it in our flat in Berlin as well, but the holes are too small. So I'm waiting for a larger step drill so I can drill out the holes at the top. I tried on this one already, but it's still not quite big enough. So hopefully on Tuesday the new step drill arrives, and then I can finish this off and these will hang nicely here. Elsa started painting that door green. Yeah, so that table that you just saw, that's going to go here underneath this candle chandelier thing. We're just starting to get really serious about working on this space. Elsa's painted the stage area, which is looking really cool actually, really sort of, yeah. So at some point over the next few weeks I need to build a whole load of tables and benches for in here. The round table's going there, but at this end we're going to have basically like long, similar to what's here now, like long tables up to the stage so that people can watch what's going on the stage, looking sideways rather than having to kind of turn completely round to look at the stage, if you know what I mean. These tables that are in here right now, this is all basically outdoor stuff. So in the end we will, as you can see out there now, we'll store all this stuff on the stage in the winter when we're not using it. But yeah, all this stuff will live outside. So that's going to be the next few weeks. Lots of work in here, getting this feeling ready to go. Because we do have some events in the calendar, and this is one of the reasons why we're just sort of chomping at the bit to get everything signed off. The alcohol people came round as well. When did they come? Tuesday, I think. Yeah, they came to inspect everything, make sure that it was all going to be cool, and they seemed very happy. So if all goes to plan, then we will get our official alcohol license at the end of February. We will be signed off and we will be able to start with these events. Next week we're going to start getting full on into event planning and booking mode, and on next week's video I'm going to talk about that side of things in this place, like what our plans are, what the different spaces could become or could be used for. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see you then. All right, have a great week everybody, and I'll see you next time. All right, lots of love and goodbye.